This is how a Floyd Mayweather conversation would go. If he really know you, but don't have he knows your face, he don't really know you in particular too much. This is kind of how he moves. He'll see you, give you a head nod, so might tap you in the chest a little bit because he's still trying to figure out how he knows you, where he know you from. Now he'll see who you're talking to and see what the conversation is. Then he might jump in the conversation and say something to you. His first words to me that night, because he once again he knew me, can't remember exactly where but he knows me. But he just like I can't picture where I know you from exactly. So let me just go. We'll get there. Before the night is out, I'll remember everything and have total recall, and we're gonna have a great night. So it only takes sometimes it takes about 15, 20 minutes, then he'll when he feels comfortable to start going into something. So we're talking about the fight, the Mikey Garcia fight and all this stuff. And right in the middle of it, he comes right up and he tells me, and he'll talk to the group to see how we react. He hit Nate in the chest, like hit him in the chest. And was like, and he looks at me. I lost 20 pounds when I went overseas. It's like, what? Yeah, I lost 20 pounds, man. I couldn't eat no meat. I wasn't eating no meat. So I didn't want to eat no meat over there. So I lost 20 pounds. Man, my kids thought I was sick. They were like, Dad, what's going on with you? I lost 20 pounds. I ain't gonna kid you. Kid you not. Just like that. Lost 20 pounds. That's his opening conversation. We were talking Mikey Garcia versus the fight I had just seen. Most of them saw it in bits and pieces. Floyd just saw it in bits and pieces because he was too busy doing their thing, so he had it on his phone. So he saw the fight in bits and pieces, but from what he saw, so he went overseas that time, and I showed y'all the video when he went touring overseas. I showed this was right before all the 50 beef kicked off. He had toured overseas, went from country to country to country, and he's like, I lost 20 pounds doing all that. Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know Malik lied about being Tupac's cousin. I didn't know. But I'm glad you just told me right here in the live chat. But yeah, Floyd is definitely different. But then when we talked about Mikey, he would start pointing out that Mikey it was the corner more in that fight than anything. Not to take away from Robert Easter's corner, it's just the experience level of Mikey's corner. And he was saying Mikey Garcia's corner has more experience because he's like Robert Garcia. He's a former world champion. He's been through the trenches. He knows what it takes. You got all that world class training that's going into Mikey. He's like he's beatable. Somebody could beat him, but you gotta be able to tell the guy what to do and how the right adjustments to be made in the situation. But he loved the way Robert Easter fought. He thought Robert Easter did a tremendous job. Then I told Floyd that Mikey Garcia called out Errol Spence tonight. He going up 2 weight classes to fight Errol. And I told him that, and Floyd's face was like, he said that? Like, yes. He called out Errol Spence today. He wants to fight 3 undefeated champions back to back to back. He's like, that'll be history. Nobody's ever done that. And for him trying to say he'll take that fight, woo, that's massive. That's really massive. I commend him for saying I will take that fight. That is because that's way out of his league, in my opinion. The size, the style of fight, that's massive for Mikey Garcia. Yeah, everybody's saying it's a bad idea, but Floyd's thinking like, well, you can't count Mikey out. And that's why I'm like, man, this dude is he is the promoter of all promoters. This dude is turned full promoter. Like he said, man, I don't even want to talk about boxing no more, man. Let's talk about basketball and football. But he can't help it. We always end up going back to boxing. He know with me, we always end up going back to boxing. We talked about Kobe and training uh my man from Boston, and he was like, man, greatness, you want to be great, you need to be trained by the greats. Do I think Mikey Garcia could win that fight? No, not really. I don't think he could. Everything Mikey Garcia do plays into the hands of Errol Spence. Errol Spence is big enough. Oh, thanks, Trey. I love the support, bruh. But everything that Mikey does plays in the hands of Errol Spence. Errol is got the size to back him up. And if he can back up Mikey Garcia, it's an entirely different fight. And the most of the people that Mikey fight don't normally attack his body. They don't get close enough to really get to Mikey's body and dig into him. And Robert Easter did that in the fight, but he didn't really do what he needed to have done to push that forward, I think. So that's my take on it.